Which AI video generator should you actually be using right now, and which ones are just hype? We decided to find out by running a slightly chaotic, completely blind test on 4 of the biggest names in the industry. I took 4 models, Seance, Kling, Grock, and Google Omni, and put them through a gauntlet of real-world production tasks. The real twist is that after generating raw footage, I fed everything into a specialized editor to see how usable these clips actually are for a creator. I'll walk you through the winners of each test and show you when you should use each generator so you don't waste your time or money. Before we dive in, if you want to run these models yourself, look for an aggregator that gives you access to several image and video models in one convenient place. Alright, let's start with our testing setup, where I had a teammate generate 4 results for every prompt while I watched them completely blind. We kept the settings at their best available quality for each model, masking watermarks so my initial impressions remain totally unbiased. Our first test was a simple POV shot of an ice cream shop to see how the models handled everyday physics and lip syncing. Seance took the gold here for natural motion, while Google Omni followed in second place with passable audio and movement. Next, we moved to an intense action sequence on a pirate ship during a storm to test cinematic scale and vertigo. Seance won again for its cinematic feel, while Grock struggled because it couldn't handle the text-only prompt for this specific task. For the third test, we tried motion transfer by having a dancer's movement applied to a static image of myself. Seance remained the leader for overall fidelity, proving it really knows how to preserve facial identity during complex motion. Our fourth test focused on lip syncing and dialogue with a chat between 2 people in a field at golden hour. Grock actually took the top spot here, delivering a crisp voice and very convincing mouth movements that felt surprisingly natural. Test 5 checked multi-shot coherence with a poolside introduction sequence that required consistent character placement across cuts. Seance dominated this one because it maintained the best continuity, while others struggled with people suddenly facing the wrong way. Test 6 was a stress test using 9 different image references to build a crime scene interrogation. Again, Seance managed to mix all those references fluidly, while the other models fell short on logic or visual consistency. Finally, we tested cinematic lighting and scale with a fantasy scene involving a girl on a cliff with a dragon. The winning clip here really nailed the texture and emotional acting, setting it apart from the more artificial-looking attempts. Overall, Seance was my consistent winner for cinematic depth, but Grock surprised me with its incredible speed and lip-sync performance. Kling is definitely your go-to budget option for simple 4K shots, and Google Omni has unique value if you need specific video-to-video transformations. But regardless of which model you choose, generating raw footage is only half the battle of creating content. The real challenge is turning that raw material into short, punchy clips that actually perform on social media. This is why I started using an automated editing workflow to handle the heavy lifting of clipping and scheduling. With this approach, the software automatically scans long videos to find high engagement moments like laughs and reveals. You can take your long-form AI master, drop it in, and minutes later you have several ready-to-post clips with captions. This workflow also helps with cross-platform management, meaning you can schedule your posts across all your accounts from one dashboard. If you need cinematic content, generate your master with Seance, then import it to your editor to extract the best short segments. For rapid prototyping, use Grock to iterate on ideas quickly, then let your automated editor pick the viral moments for you. If you're on a budget, generate batches of simple 4K clips with Kling and use your editor to auto-edit them into dozens of social posts. Google Omni remains a strong choice when you have pre-shot footage you need to rework, like an outfit swap or a subtle motion change. Ultimately, don't rely on just one model, but rather use the strength of each tool depending on the specific job at hand. Remember to keep an eye on watermarks and censorship policies, as these can easily derail a production plan if you aren't prepared. A high-quality master file that you can repurpose a dozen times is often cheaper and more effective than paying for endless low-quality clips. If you force me to pick a single favorite, Seance was the most consistent, but the smartest strategy is a blended approach. I want to hear which clip from the blind test surprised you the most. So drop a comment below and tell me your top pick. Check the link in the description to try these models out yourself, and definitely look into an automated editing tool if you want to save hours of work. Alright, that is it for today, so go make something weird and viral and let the automation do the heavy lifting.